Today, we're going to review various cutting tools for the AviAngle product line. Here we have a compound miter saw with a 12-inch horizontal capacity. This is a fine-tooth blade that we have on the saw, and the blade has been flipped so the teeth are facing up, which will make it easy to cut through the rigid PVC material. It's very important to wear all the personal protective equipment when using a saw. Here we have a section of AviAngle base that we're going to cut and trim down. Next, we're going to cut a section of the AviAngle top extender. Here, I wanted to demonstrate we have a section of the AviAngle base and we have a piece of the AviAngle top extender tucked inside, and we are going to cut both pieces simultaneously at times. This will save time in production and cutting depending on the sections and measurements that are needed for the particular installation. You can also miter cut AviAngle sections as shown here. Now we're going to demonstrate using various tools to cut sections of AviAngle. First, we're going to use a circular saw. It's very important to note that the blade is flipped, just like the compound miter saw. As you can see, it makes a nice, smooth, easy cut. Now we're going to demonstrate using a pair of tin snips to trim off the section. Next, we're going to use a jigsaw to cut the section of AviAngle. As you can see here, it maneuvers very easily. So in case you have to go around pipes or other related debris or obstacles, you're able to easily trim out and cut that section of AviAngle to the necessary size. Here we're using a hacksaw or reciprocating saw to cut through the AviAngle. Again, trims through very nice. Here I'm using a compact cutoff tool to cut the section of AviAngle. It's a very nice, lightweight tool, easily cuts right through the sections of AviAngle, makes a nice clean cut, and I really like this tool because it's very small, compact, and very lightweight. Here I'm just demonstrating the use of a cutoff grinder, a little larger than the compact cutoff tool, but again, makes nice clean cuts. Next, I'm going to demonstrate a multi-purpose tool to cut an AviAngle end cap clip and an AviAngle joiner section. The multi-purpose tool works really well, so sometimes you may need to cut out a back section of the joiner here. You can see I'm using the multi-purpose tool to cut out the inside spine area that holds the two sections together, and this will allow me to fold back and trim the back section with a pair of tin snips and pull that apart, so the front of it will still be the full piece. The back you'll trim out, and there's times you want to use this when you may want to cover a seam or a joint or a gap so that it overhangs down a little further in the front, but you have clearance in the back. Just as with the joiner, you may need to trim the inside of the AviAngle end cap clip. You just insert the multi-purpose tool in there and you're able to cut out the inside spine area of the end cap clip. Easily trim it out with a pair of tin snips, and the front of it all remains intact, and you'll get more coverage area when you want to slide it down and cover a joint or a seam on an end cap depending on your application. As you can see here from the back view, the inside is cut a little shorter and the outside hangs over a little bit, so depending on the gap that you're trying to cover, you might need to trim that. Here I'm demonstrating the use of a double cut shear. You can also use single cut shears. At times may be necessary to trim sections of the top extender, mid-grade extender, or the AviAngle base, and this is a handy tool depending on the application that you're performing.